All right, welcome back once more. We're keeping this thing rolling. We're keeping these vlogs going through the boring ass training, through the non-sexy training, through the me trying to make my knee bend training. And last week was another, small but meaningful step forward. Was able to add a little bit of weight to some goblet squats on one of my days. Going back a week or two, I was barely able to do bodyweight squats without grabbing onto a bench for fear of falling because my knee was in so much pain. And now, we're making some progress. I added weight for one of the sets, got at least one set of 12 body weight with very sort of low discomfort, I would say, and kind of kicked off bench training. So kicked off putting a bunch of work into my upper body while I can't really train my lower body. I'm doing 2 to 3 maybe rehab type movements throughout the week. I'm doing some halting deadlifts again. You'll see those in the video. What else am I doing? I'm doing some varying core work, goblet squats, kickstand deadlifts, which are essentially just an offset deadlift with a dumbbell where I'm trying to find a hinge that works and feels okay. And last week was kind of tough. It wasn't great, wasn't feeling good. I think I had maybe 15 or 20 pounds in my hand. I maybe got 6 reps or something. And most of them were pretty uncomfortable. So there's a ways to go there, but again, making that much progress on the squat pattern, feeling that much better already with that is pretty encouraging. The bench, I was weak. I mean, I started lighter than I should have had to, and still kind of overshot my top set of 5 for the week. But I'm pretty confident that'll come up next week. And it's been a lot of fun to do all the different bodybuilding movements that I've been doing. A lot of different flies. So I'm doing cable flies and dumbbell flies. I'm doing tricep push downs and rolling tricep extensions. I'm doing incline front raises, which that one I really like. I really, really like that movement. Feels great. Get a lot of good work in there. A lot of myo rep stuff too. So it's structured kind of like I'll do my first main movement for the bench, maybe one sort of developmental or supplemental kind of exercise, an accessory movement, and then into more isolated, higher rep, myo rep kind of stuff. So that's been good. It's been a lot of getting a pump, a lot of breathing heavy a little bit. And I even did a bicep day. That's right. You heard me right. I got Dylan. I said, Dylan, what do you do for a bicep day? And he gave me some movements. He said he did 3 or 4 sets of each. I did not do that many because I train my biceps about once a year and I didn't want to be unable to function the next day. And it turns out it wasn't so bad. I did 2 sets of each, 3 different movements that day, I think. And it wasn't bad. It was very, very doable. So I think if I get another session kind of zeroed out by tracker, I'll fill that in with something like biceps. A couple things I'm noticing overall in my training and in my approach to my recovery is just how important routine is for me, how important habits are. And you've probably been beaten over the head with this kind of stuff, but just in case you haven't, it really feels like I need to have my 4 days a week. I need to be pretty strict in how I'm structuring my training, where I'm putting it, so that I can carve out that time and move other things, move work around sometimes to make time for myself to do these things and put the effort and intent into the things that make me feel fulfilled, which is training and competing and being a good power lifter. So for me, it's been kind of eye-opening. It's been nice not having so much energy going into the actual training session itself. With the exclusion of being able to do heavy lower body stuff, it doesn't feel quite as draining to do the sessions right now. But I've been able to put a lot of effort and thought into setting things up, creating weekly structure, understanding where my work schedule is going to fit so that I can make the sessions work. I started with Derek from Calgary Barbell, Derek CBB. He's going to be doing my nutrition training again, or nutrition coaching, programming, whatever you want to call it. He's helping me manipulate my macros and my body weight. And historically, I'll be 100% honest with you, I don't have great nutrition habits. A lot of the times I won't dial things in, and track nutrition until I'm a couple weeks out from a meet, or a couple months, sorry, not weeks, a couple months out from a meet. Not that bad. But a lot of the times post-meet, there's a big window of time where I don't put as much priority on it. And, I think that's probably showing through in some of my lackluster performances and some of the, lack of progress that maybe I could be making if I were doing these other things better. And I don't know what changed or why I feel so much more motivated and excited to do all of these things. Maybe it's because I've put this goal of worlds out in front of me and kind of told myself that after that, there's probably some big changes to come. That I don't know if I'll do Worlds for a couple years, at least after 2024 Worlds. So in my head, it's like, okay, well, this is kind of like the ultimate send-off thing. I'm not retiring. We're not gonna make a retirement video. That's kind of silly, I think, but anyways, I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. I'm never not gonna lift, I'm always gonna lift. I will probably always compete, but this next meet is really, really important to me. So I'm trying to set up these habits far enough out that they can take root, that they can become really ingrained, and so that I can absolutely just milk every single little bit of my performance and my gains and muscle growth and all that stuff. Like, I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. So I'm hunkering down and getting into the like meet prep mode 8 months out, where I think a lot of the times it's been more of a come and go thing. So anyways, I don't think that's always the right play. I don't think that everybody should do that. I think it just depends on your goals and how your life is structured and whether it fits or not. But I feel like I haven't felt this invested in my training and my improvement and my progression as I do now for a while, which, I mean, given that my body is physically incapable of doing lifts right now, is a little bit of a mismatch, but hey, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm making a bit of progress here. We're moving things along, and stay tuned, because I think it's going to be really cool. And my intent in showing all of this stuff is very much to show people that this is what training looks like sometimes. And, high level lifters go through periods where they can't do big, cool stuff. You know what I mean? But also for me to look back when I squat 335 or 340 at Worlds, to look back and be like, yeah, 8 months ago, I couldn't squat my body weight. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do some cool shit. I'm gonna show up and put together a hell of a performance at Worlds. And I don't often say stuff like that for risk of being boastful, but there's something about this, and I'm putting everything I got into it. So I think it'll be cool to watch. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. If you like the videos, like them, subscribe to them. If you're looking for a level up or a way to enhance your training, check out the Calgary Barbell training app at calgarybarbell.com, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.